they've accomplished what their forefathers, Francis Bacon, going all the way back to Plato and Socrates, all the way back to the fallen angels and the Nephilim in the times of the first Atlantis, this plan of building up this Babylon, this new Atlantis in America, and the power going back in the 10 horns. Let's talk about everything that's going to happen to America before the destruction. Revelation 18:8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. So all of that stuff's going to happen. When the stuff hits the fan, and it's going on in the Middle East with this war with Syria, it's going to hit America in the economy. Gas prices rising. People losing their minds. Right? False flag events, terrorist attacks, natural disasters. Let's talk about those natural disasters. That Janet Napolitano warned is coming. She already said it's coming. Revelation 16, verse 18. And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake and so great. So this is the greatest earthquake of all time. Verse 19, and the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before the Most High, to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. So this earthquake is going to hit America, and it's going to split it in 3 pieces, and that's the future naval map that the Navy's already predicted that America is going to be in 3 pieces. When you look at the map, you got the New Madrid fault line, you got the sinkhole in Louisiana, you got the Yellowstone geyser, you got the San Andreas fault, you got all these things set up in America for a perfect split of 3 pieces. You got the plagues, you got the nuclear reactors all over America. So many nuclear reactors. You got Fukushima coming over from Japan, hitting America. All of these things happening. And that's before the missiles come from the other nations. Verse 20, and every fled away, and the mountains were not found. Verse 21, and there fell upon men a grill out of heaven. So now here come the missiles. After America split in 3 pieces, now here comes the missiles, the great hail out of heaven. Every stone about the weight of a talent. And men blasphemed the Most High because of the plague of the hail. For the plague thereof was exceeding great. So Christians waiting on the rapture, Israelites talking about spaceships, these are people blaspheming the Most High. How come you forsake this? How come you didn't rapture us up and bring spaceships? It's because the Most High said, come out of her, my people. When you see these evils, be a pilgrim upon the face of the earth. All right, so brothers and sisters that understand and know this, when things get bad, there is no more money because the money will collapse. There'll be no more excuse for, I don't have the money to leave. The mark of the beast will be the only option. At that point, you have no other choice but to now start making your way out of that country into the southern hemisphere, getting out of North America completely and into the southern hemisphere, which would probably be the best option, easiest option, because it is still connected to America. It'll be almost impossible to get on a plane and travel. Only military will be able to travel on planes, military and government officials. So that traveling on a plane won't really be an option. Getting on a boat, maybe, and being able to head across the waters, maybe. But for those that this happens, when all hell breaks loose, standing around and waiting for the government to come save the day, we know what the scriptures say. That's not an option. We've seen what happened in Katrina. We should learn from the past. The mark of the beast is not an option. That's going to be the only choice. And at the end of the day, the Most High is going to rain fire on that place. All right? So there's even if you could find a mountain to hide in and be safe, that's still only a temporary solution. All right? Back to Revelation 18, verse 8. And she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Most High power who judgeth her. So that's the end game after it's all said and done. All right, and this is the burden from the burden of Damascus all the way up to the burden of Babylon, showing you the parallel, how close we are to things happening. You know, America's judgment is going to come in 1 hour. It's going to happen quick. That's why they're getting all of these FEMA provisions in place. In FEMA Region 3, they got something planned for that area. We had brothers and sisters call in maybe weeks ago talking about they had never seen so many police in Washington, D.C. And they're like, they couldn't understand why there's so much police in Washington, D.C. What's going on? We didn't know then, but now we see why. They're preparing for that area. They got 15,000 Russian troops there. Let you know that Russia in America, the governments have no beef. But Russia will play a role in part in the roundup and destruction of America. They're going to use their soldiers to make this happen. All right, so there's a lot more we can talk about, a lot more scriptures to go into. So we have about 50 minutes left of overtime, and I want to open